So in this lecture, we will just understand what is the vibration of torque and how will we calculate the vibration. This is Pramod Kumar, and I am going to teach you the mechanical vibration. In the mechanical vibration, the topic of today will be the vibration of a rod and the different method to solve that vibration of rod. So here, objective of that lecture will be the transverse vibration of beam with various boundary conditions, and we try to solve those equations using the different methods. The transfer vibration of beam with various boundary conditions. The solution of the Euler-Bernoulli's beam, we have already taken that one in the previous lectures where the Euler-Bernoulli's beam is taken, and with that we just got that equation, and this equation is the second degree of equations, and I already told you these second degree equations can be solved using the MATLAB, and with that, and to find the response to that system, when we use the various separated methods, we were using the following equation, and where phi x is known as mode shape of the system and qt is known as time modulation. Now equation 1 will be reduced to this form, and this is the modified form of this previous equation. Now you can see that equations, how these equations will behave, and to understand that how this equation will behave, you have to go to the solution of that one. So this now the modified equation of that will be given in this ones here. Since the left side of the equation 4, this equation 4 is independent of, if this equation is independent of time t, and the right hand side is independent of x, the equality holds for all values of t and x. Hence each side must be constant as the right side term equal to the constant implies that acceleration d2 and q upon dt square is proportional to the displacement qt. One may take the proportionality constant q equal to minus omega to have simple harmonic motion in the equation system. If one take a positive constant, the response will grow exponentially and make the system unstable. Hence one may write equation 4 as these equations, and these equations will give you the this equation will give you sense of the mechanical vibrations, where omega is the angular acceleration. Now we'll consider b to the power 4 equal to rho omega square by L ei, and the wave equation can be reduced into the dou 4 upon phi x upon d x to the 4 minus b4 upon phi x equal to 0. The solution of 6 and 9 will be given into this term. So this is again the sine and cosine in the cosine and cosine terms, and the solution of that will be given into by this equation. Now this is to the power 4, so this is also a wave equation only, so there is no doubt about it. However, we'll have the different sort of constant parameters, and that will be discussed later. So here constant C1 and C2 can be obtained from the initial conditions, initial boundary conditions. Constant A, B, C, D can be obtained from the boundary conditions. Let us now determine the mode shape of the simple supported beam, fixed beam, and cantilever beam, and the free beam. So let's say we'll have the three conditions for the three types of beam: fixed beam, cantilever beam, and free beam. This is simply supported beam. This is the simply supported beam. So simply supported beam, that means the both end boundary conditions can be written as u0 at x equal to 0, time t equal to 0 will be 0. That means x, and the acceleration at this one will be 0, as well as the displacement at L equal to x equal to L will be 0, and acceleration at this point will be again 0. This is the boundary condition for the simply supported beam. And the boundary conditions also reduced to psi 0 equal to 0, and del 2 psi upon dx to x at x equal to 0 will be 0, and we are just rewriting the same boundary condition in this form. So now using the expression for the mode shape, equation 11 and its second order different derivatives can be written by the following expression, and this is in hyperbolic cosine function and the cosine function. This hyperbolic cosine sine and cosine of cosine function will have the imaginary and real parts, so that will give us another glimpse of how the complex number will be accommodated into the mechanical vibration, and to find the solution of that mechanical vibration. So from equation b plus d equal to 0, and then from equation 14b, b minus d equal to 0, hence both b minus d will be 0. Now from equation 14c and 14d, we will have these two types of equation, and from the equation from equation 17 we can get we can have this as a 0. Now from 1, it may be noted that hyperbolic function sine h beta t is not equal to 0, hence a equal to 0, so amplitude will be 0. Now, as out of the four constants, three constants a, b and d are 0, the other remaining constant c should not be equal to 0. It may be noted that c equal to 0 corresponds to the trivial solution. That's why u equal to 0 of the system. As we are studying the vibration of the system, that is about the non-trivial solution of the system. Hence equation 18, one may find one solution at least. So here sine beta l equal to 0, sine of n pi, and beta l equal to n pi. Hence the solution will be sine in this figure, and you can just draw this figure using the MATLAB equation. Using the MATLAB, you can find this one. You can see how the sine hyperbolic beta l is having a function with beta l. Now equation 8 and 20, one may write the expression for the frequency as this one, and the mode shape can be given by this equation. Hence equation 12 and 13 may be noted that simply supported beam has a large number of frequencies and the corresponding mode shapes. As EI and rho L are the system parameters and are fixed for a particular system, the frequency of the nth mode and second n 2 times the fundamental frequencies. For example, second mode frequency is 4 times the fundamental of the first mode of frequency. Then the third mode of frequency is 9 times the fundamental frequency. So in this way, we can you can just guess about the fundamental frequencies, how fundamental frequencies is behaving in the frequencies nth mode. So you can see the first mode of simple supported beam. This is single mode. This is a single mode. This is a single mode, two mode, three mode, and four mode. So here is single mode. Second is a two mode. This is mode. This is mode, and in three mode, the 1, 2, 3 is a mode. 1, 2, 3, 4 modes are there. So these are the four modes, and you can get these sort of graph using the MATLAB. So that's why I'm insisting you to understand how MATLAB behaves. So now we'll come to the cantilever beams. In the case of cantilever beam, the boundary conditions are at the left hand side at x equal to 0, u x t will be 0, displacement will be 0. However, the velocity of that one at the x equal to t equal to 0 will be 0. That means slope will be 0. And at the free end, that means x equal to L, and that means here the bending moment, that means the acceleration will be 0, and shear force will be 0. So these are the two boundary conditions at the left hand side. At x equal to 0, and at the right hand side x equal to L. These are the boundary conditions. So at x, so now we are putting those boundary conditions, and we'll see how we using these boundary conditions we can find the simply supported solution of the simply supported beam, and substituting these boundary condition in the general solutions, we'll get this one, and where a equal to minus c and beta b equal to minus d. You will be putting these things into the equation in the above equations. We'll get these terms, and a by b equal to these things. Now from some one may have this sort of equation. So cos beta L and cos hyperbolic beta L will be 0. Hence one may solve the frequency equation, this one, to obtain frequencies of different modes. For the first 5 modes of the value of beta L are calculated as 1.85, 4.694, 7.855, and 10.966, and 14.137. Since for the higher known roots, sine hyperbolic beta L will be quite high, so cos hyperbolic beta L, hence for more than fifth mode, one may write and beta and L will be 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 for n equal to greater than 5. In this case, the first four modes are shown in the following figure. The points with zero displacement, that is, the node points, are marked by circle, given in this one. So this one, this is the for AB modes. This is one. This is the psi function for the single mode, double mode, third mode, and four mode. So you can see the beta function and all how these beta functions behave. So with that, we will get the clarity of how modes are changing and behaving. Here the expression of the mode shape can be given in this one. So we have plotted the above figure using this equation. And now for the fixed at both ends, this beam, applying the fixed boundary conditions and proceeding in the same way mentioned in the above equation. The boundary conditions will be cos beta L, cos hyperbolic beta L will be 0 and will be 1, and the first 5 roots of beta L are, so this one 0.0, 4.7, 730, 7.853, 10.99, 14.137, 4.730. So for the higher values, for any node equal to n equal to greater than 5, the first beta L will be represent the rigid body mode of the fixed beam, and thus the higher mode of the fixed beam have approximately the same frequencies of those cantilever beam and with the same physical properties, but the mode shapes are different. These are the mode shapes. These are the mode shapes. You can find how the mode shapes are behaving. And now we'll get some exercise. In case of fixed beam, the mode shape expression can be given by this one. So we have already derived these equations using the previous wave equation. Now the free beam, the frequencies of free beam are same as those of fixed beam, but the displacement curve are the different as the boundary conditions are different. So now we have some exercise problem. Now the frequency equation in the case of free beam can be given by cos beta L upon cos hyperbolic beta L will be 1. The first 5 root of the equations are given as this one. And what we have already discussed in, for the higher values, beta L equal beta and L will be 2n plus 1 pi by 2 for any node greater than 5. And so these are the cases for the longitudinal vibration of rod. C square equal to E upon rho, and omega will be same omega, and L at omega at L equal to x equal to L will be d2 upon and d2y upon dx2. So electric vibration beam, C square will be I upon mu, and L will be minus 4 upon y upon dx4. Torsion vibration rod, for the torsion vibration rod, C square will be G upon rho, the omega will be theta, and L will be d2 theta by dx2. These are the questions with these questions. So exercise problems are: a shaft 40 mm diameter and 2.5 meter long, has a mass of 15 kg per length, 15 kg meter per meter length. It is fixed at both ends and carries 3 masses, 90 kg, 140 kg, and 60 kg at the 0.8 meter and 1.5 meter and 2 meter respectively. From the left hand, take E equal to 0 and find the frequency of the transverse vibrations here. So you have to solve these questions. Now we'll come to the summary. Rigorously speaking, all real system are continuous system. A continuous system are analysis for analysis purpose can be reduced to a finite number of discrete masses models. Each discrete models can be reduced to an eigenvalue problem. In the case of continuous systems, the solution yields infinite number of eigenvalues and eigenfunctions, where as in the discrete system the number of eigenvalues and eigenfactors are finite. The concept of orthogonality is applicable to both discrete and continuous system. The eigenvalue problem in the case of a discrete system takes the form of algebraic equations, while in the continuous system different differential equations and some time and integral equations are obtained. Eigenvectors of the discrete system becomes an eigenfunction of this continuous system. For one-dimensional system like transverse vibration of the taught a string, a longitudinal vibration of the rod, torsional vibration of the rod, equation of motion reduced to the wave equation. This is the wave equation. C is the given in the following table, where lateral V of the lateral vibration of the voltage string will be given this one. So this is the with this table. So these are the textbook and these are the reference link. Thank you so much. Bye.